Hey guys, it's Dan, your host here, Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about a major discussion topic I know a few of you guys wanted me to go ahead and discuss, which is the Daryl Dixon series announced to be 50% French. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another discussion topic video leading up to Season 1 of the Daryl series. Of course, we got about 5 weeks until the Daryl show begins. Very, very excited to see what they provide for us for the next Walking Dead spin-off series. We're also going to have Fear of the Walking Dead after that, so we got a lot of Walking Dead content on the way. But I wanted to discuss this one because a few people asked me to do a video on this one. I wasn't even aware of this, to be honest, until people were telling me. But apparently, something did come out recently for the Daryl Dixon series, which I think is necessary enough to definitely do a video on this, which is that, according to a lot of fans, apparently this series, in particular this series, is going to be 50% French. So that means that 50% of this series will be subtitled, will be, you'll actually have to read what they're saying, you know what I mean? So yeah, that is a very, very interesting kind of piece of information. Now, I kind of figured that would be the case, you know what I mean? Like, this is not exactly a surprise, but it's definitely still one of those things where I wanted to focus in on it because this is definitely going to be very interesting for the Walking Dead universe, you know? It kind of reminds me a little bit of Fear the Walking Dead Season 2 and Season 3 when they were in New Mexico, and, you know, when they were kind of, in and around there or whatever. I remember there was a lot of moments where, you know, the entire episode pretty much would be like completely in, Spanish, right? I mean, we all remember the Daniel episode from Fear of the Walking Dead where, you know, it was literally all a Daniel Bottle episode and the whole thing was in Spanish. I remember that in particular. So it sounds like this show might have something not exactly along those lines because that was like 100% Spanish. But it sounds like probably a lot of the scenes that are not focused on Daryl, which there's definitely going to be a lot of scenes that are not focused on Daryl, you know what I mean? Like our main villains, for example, Isabel, I know she's just, going to be speaking French probably when she's not in and around Daryl. There's going to be flashback sequences. Those are going to be, in French as well, too. Laurent, his backstory, it's probably all going to be told in French as well. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot of French. So that would make sense that about 50% of this show is in French and there will be subtitles. Now, here's the thing about it. A lot of people have kind of brought this concern up to me. In particular, a good buddy of mine actually brought up this worry to me as well too. And he was actually what convinced me to do this video a little bit is that one of my buddies actually pointed out that Fear of the Walking Dead back in season 3 and in some of the Spanish scenes, they would cheap out and they wouldn't give you the subtitle. It would be like speaking Spanish, but they wouldn't tell you what the hell they're saying. You know what I mean? So I guess this is my kind of one ask for this show, is make sure that when you have a scene where our characters are speaking French, make sure we can see what the hell they're saying, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people have pointed out before that there are a lot of TV shows that do not do that. For example, the Croat in Dead City, there'd be scenes where he's, speaking Croatian, but they wouldn't give you a subtitle to tell you what he's saying, you know what I mean? So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I hope that in this series, we're not going to have to deal with what we dealt with in Dead City with the Croat, where there are certain scenes where he speaks Croatian, but we can't understand what exactly he's saying, because that is going to be a pain in the ass. 50% of this show is going to be in French, and 50% of it, we may not get a translation on what the hell they're talking about. No, we definitely have to have 100% clarification on what they're saying. You know what I mean? Now, here's the thing about it. I know some people were saying, well, there's subtitles in the Daryl Dixon trailer, right? So there's probably going to be subtitles throughout this whole thing. Well, I wouldn't be so sure because, again, there are even subtitles in the Daryl show when Daryl is speaking in the trailer. So that doesn't matter at all, There's literally scenes where Daryl is talking in that trailer and there's subtitles, which obviously is not going to be in the final cut. So I don't know what the hell they're going to do with that. I don't know how they're going to go around that, but definitely if they're going to have a 50% French-speaking type of series, yeah, we're going to have to get translations on what the hell they're talking about, right? Because not everybody speaks French, right? And funny enough, and I know this is probably a really weird time to bring this up, seeing, you know, how deep in the discussion topic we are, but I actually myself do speak French. I'm Canadian. I speak French all the time. So I, you know, like for me, it's not going to be a problem. And I've already told people as well too that if there's anything that people are not going to understand from this series or something that maybe people want clarification on, I will be that source. If anybody needs like any clarification on, you know, what they're talking about or their terminologies or whatever, in French, I will be there to help out anybody that, you know, wants to know any minor little details. Because I know sometimes French can be a bit of a difficult language. Hell, sometimes it can't even be for me. But yeah, French is literally my first language, guys. I started speaking French before I even spoke English. So I guess in a roundabout way of me saying, this series for me, even without subtitles, it wouldn't be a big deal. But there's a lot of people, like literally, at least I'd say 80 to 85% of the Walking Dead audience does not speak French. So, you know what I mean? Like, we're going to have subtitles in these episodes. And I guess this is kind of like a PSA for anybody that may work on the Daryl show. If there's anybody that works on the Daryl show and you're seeing this video, make sure you do not cheap out and not give us subtitles during the French scenes, okay? Because there are people that do not speak French. There are a lot of people that I know that watch The Walking Dead that do not speak French. So, you know what I mean? That's important, you know? So, yeah, let me know in the comment section below. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think of a 50% French series? Not all that surprising. I just hope they provide us with the subtitles. They don't do what they did with the Croat and just put speaking Croatian, like speaking French, but you don't know what they're saying, you know? So that is one big ask I have for this show, because otherwise that's going to be really frustrating. So anyway, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos of The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon. Be sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys very soon for more videos of The Walking Dead universe. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.